to the work session for August 15, 2023. At 6 o'clock, I call this meeting to order. May I have roll call, please?
Mayor Orndorff?
Here.
Commissioner Hewitt?
Here.
Commissioner Sui?
Here.
Commissioner Watson?
Here.
Commissioner Romanek?
Here.
Stand for the salute of the flag. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This meeting is being conducted in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act of 1975, was advertised, posted, and made available to the public as required by statute. The municipal clerk is directed to include a statement in the minutes of this meeting. Madam Clerk, are there any changes to the agenda?
No, Mayor.
Discussion of commissioners. Commissioner Romanek?
Yes, Madam Mayor, I am just quickly looking through. I do not believe I have anything at this time other than to say that the construction office, as the mayor knows, was very busy, and all the applications incoming and happening in the city for new businesses. We were here for 4 hours, I think. Five. So we were here for a long time last night, and we're excited to be back. But with this new business coming up, it's great to see the city's moving forward. Other than that, nothing at this time.
Thank you. Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes, thank you. Only thing I got for right now is hot day yesterday at the pop-up play streets at the Wood School that the police department puts on each week. That is our final one because next week is Police Youth Week, and then they will be getting ready to go back to school. With that, progress.
Thank you. Commissioner Watson?
Nothing from Streets and Roads for the work session, but I would like to present an opportunity to open up for discussion the non-binding referendum on today's regular session meeting. I just wanted to address my opinion and kind of throw out there what I would like to do is take that off the regular session work meeting, if that's possible. Reason being is there's obviously more people watching the regular session than there is the work session. And just throwing this out there to the residents, just my thoughts. I mean, I think this may create like some kind of divide between the residents and city employees. I think we are some type of mediator, I guess, in between our departments that we lead and the residents of Millville. It's our job to share what they do as city employees. And there's two different ways to look at it. There's the city employees need to know that they have the resident support, and the residents of Millville need to know what the city employees do for our city. It should be up to us to decide. And I'm not too sure what I have to do here. Brox, if you help me out, but I guess make a motion to dismiss this off the regular work session or regular meeting.
I think you can make a motion to have it removed from the agenda.
You just strike it too, can't you, if everybody
Well-
agrees?
I just think we should give the union representatives the proper chance to negotiate this the way that they have that set up.
I have no problem with making a motion as long as we discuss it before we vote on it.
That's fine. Unfortunately, I can't really comment on anything because I have to recuse myself,
I
so.
think you should not, because I anticipate that Mr. Alderman's going to be here on behalf of the PBA.
Yeah,
at the
I have to
7 o'clock
recuse myself.
meeting.
I do agree that everybody, I think that it needs to be discussed amongst the commissioners, but I have to recuse myself, so.
And I have a
no other
solution
comment.
for Mr. Alderman, where we are, if you don't mind. So we are a result that he's threatening to file an unfair labor practice. Of course, labor attorney said we're allowed to do this. I did talk to Council 18 today. They didn't seem to have a problem with it when I talked to their president. If the police have a problem with it, then we could take the police out, accepting for the police. It's in no way designed to put a cap on anything. We're elected to represent and serve the people, not elected to impose our will upon them. So I kind of look at this as an opportunity for us to see, what do our residents want? I mean, of course, with inflation, I don't see anybody taking anything in arbitration and getting zeros. That idea is nonsense. I've never seen it happen. So if we put it out to the residents and they vote on it, then they vote on it. fine. At least we have an idea of what they want. If you don't want to do that, I'm not going to argue with you. You think it's going to cause more problems than it solves, I'm okay with that. I mean, you know, people want transparency, they want input. This is an opportunity for them to have it. Of course, if you look at some social media, it seems like, well, when you give them the opportunity for transparency and input, then they don't want it. Then they want you to make a decision. So like I said, I'm not here to impose my will on them nor on the board. So if you guys think it's better, I defer to your collective wisdom. Whatever you guys want to do, I'm fine with.
See, Commissioner Watson, social media is a good thing.
I don't think so. It's hard enough to raise 2 kids without the influence of millions of others in their hand.
At least you're pretty bent on staying away from it. That's,
Yeah, I give
that's
you
good.
that.
I mean, I'm trying. Myself.
Was there, are you making a motion to?
I would like to make a motion to remove
it
this from the regular
agenda,
se- yes.
From the 7 o'clock
Okay, so
agenda?
you just-
Yes, please.
You want to ask if there's a-
Was there a second?
I'll second that motion.
Okay. Okay, so,
We have a motion and a second to remove, hold on, I gotta look at the item, sorry. Do you want me to?
I think it's on the second to last page.
Resolution item number 10.
Resolution number 10 for the non-binding referendum to be placed on the ballot for November 2nd. We have
Do
a
we still
roll
get-
call, please.
Do we still get any comments before we vote? Thoughts?
I'm sorry.
Do we
So
still get
Commissioner
thoughts or
Hewitt wants to
comments?
make comment. Yeah, you can make
Yeah.
comment because you weren't able to, yes.
Now, with removing this tonight, guess I'm deferring to you, city solicitor. Does this end this, or are we making an adjustment? What are we
Here's
gonna do?
here's why it will end it. It
All
will
it-
end it because, if I may, it will end it because today is the day that we would have to do it if we wanted to appear on the ballot.
Okay.
So it would end it.
Okay.
There's no chance to put it on again next week or next
I
month.
have to send, I would have to send the authorizing resolution to the county clerk 74 days before the general election. And that would be August 24th.
Good enough. Thank you.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui?
No.
Commissioner Watson?
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek?
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff?
Recuse.
Okay, motion carries. All right, so that's been removed.
Did you have anything else this evening, Commissioner?
That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Vice Mayor?
Oh, yeah, you guys will notice that I had the engineer placed on the agenda late to do a presentation on Four Seasons. A lot of complaints from there, and some residents told me they would be coming, rather than us try to explain what's going on. The engineer met with the solicitor today to take care of that. So Mr. Johnson will be here at the beginning of the meeting to explain that.
Good.
Thank you. Yeah, I know
Yeah,
that we.
thank you. Yeah, that's
We all
very-
got emails.
Well, I think we all.
Very
We
well
all did.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah, so-
I think it
got
really
emails
touched
and
every
phone
single
calls.
apartment.
We all got emails and phone calls for the last 2 or 3
Very
days.
good, Vice Mayor. Thinking.
And that's about
forward.
it.
And I appreciate Mr. Wayne Johnson coming and explaining that and taking his time to do that.
Yes.
So I just have a couple questions myself. So we have, just didn't really have time to sit down with Brock ahead of time. So ordinance number 4, this is for the business, a title for our business manager. I'm not sure who put those on the agenda and what floor it's anticipated for. So if anybody could fill me in, I would probably have more questions concerning that.
You want me to? All right.
Whoever's department, yeah, that would be,
It's
appreciate it.
working in conjunction with Commissioner Romnick, it's in order to have a full-time individual up there overseeing the 5th floor. We still have some problems. We have some other projects going on that need to be managed, and we'll be moving some personnel around to facilitate that move. In the meantime, this gentleman will be there full-time, and it should alleviate some of the,
So you have somebody already anticipated
We
in
have-
that position?
when we hire them, we will have somebody.
Okay.
I don't mean we're gonna, they're gonna be there tomorrow. They're certainly not gonna be there tomorrow. We have to post it and all that happy stuff.
All right,
and hire
I'm just,
somebody.
so it sounds like, you said he, so it sounds like you.
He, she,
Okay.
I don't know which the proper pronoun is to use anymore, but
Okay.
whatever one you want me to use, I'll use.
Yeah, as the further Vice Mayor's comments, it's allowing this position to be had, and for the future, like, when will this be filled hopefully soon. I don't know, but it has to be posted like Vice Mayor says. But it's in with, you know, I'm sorry I have to be speaking at liberal here, but of what he just said, we are projects that are oncoming, be moving people around, and we still need to have somebody more permanent on base for the fifth floor to handle the, I guess daily interactions there but full time 100%.
So my understanding, this is an admin position, and we have the approval for the budget up to $80,000. So I'm assuming we're gonna remove Mr. Davis from the fifth floor and place him somewhere else, and we're gonna put this business manager on the floor. Is the business manager going to have an understanding of zoning, construction, planning, all of that to be able to manage that floor? Is that within the job description? Because the conversation I've had with Mr. Campari before is that job description needs to be very, very structured and have a clear understanding of what they're gonna be doing on that floor.
I think when we have, and this is just my opinion, of course, when we have he, she, whoever in there, they need to have experience managing people and processes, and they need to be there for an entire day to manage that stuff all day long. You know, you can,
I don't think it would.
you could work for Boeing and not know how to build an airplane, right? So if you know how to manage people, then you know how to manage processes. Doesn't mean you know how to install an aircraft engine on a 747. So that's, I think, what, in my opinion, that's what we're looking for, and I don't know what you.
I think managing people is, I understand, and I agree to that 100% for that floor. However, I think the background of the understanding, or even able to create process, because it seems like the process on that floor between that floor and engineering on some things of zoning and planning seem to be issues that we can't seem to collaborate together. That person needs to be able to do that. I didn't know what this was, and I wanted to have a clarification. And on top of that, were they going to be hired this year with the budget cuts and all the budget issues that we have, you know, with laying off people and not giving raises, and
I don't think we did not give anybody raises this year. We certainly did contractual raises.
well, I know we did that, but we didn't go above and beyond. We didn't do anything
think
to
what
actually
Madam-
increase
See,
our.
the contract, we did lay off one person this year, and we consolidated that position with a contractor to save money. This is a different department where there is money available due to the
I mean,
nature
under
of the
construction
department.
I know there's construction money in there. I
Correct.
understand.
So doesn't have an impact because of the construction money available.
If we're gonna be paying somebody $80,000 top hour rate, they should have somebody experienced in what they're doing in their department, not just people skills, in my opinion.
I
No,
just want to make sure the
the-
job
the-
description is clear to that floor. It's a conversation that I've had with Mr. Campari before, that we want to make sure whoever we put on that floor is knowledgeable.
Well,
And
they
it seems
will
to be
have,
very
they
hard to
will
find.
have a working test period, in which case if they don't have the required skills and the required knowledge, then we can get rid of them at no additional cost.
Well,
And
that's
we
not
can tell them
preferred, but,
goodbye.
okay, I see what you're saying. It's not preferred, but would rather have a qualified
And
candidate
that will be
beforehand.
Mr. Romnick's decision, whether they're adequate or who it is. or-
Understand, I understand that's his, it was just a question. I just needed clarification. Thank you, I appreciate that. Hopefully, we can find somebody qualified. My next question is to the layoff that we had for our our senior IT person. We now have a contract that we're increasing for 65,000, or it's 27 something for the rest of the year. Can that be explained why we did that? Why did we lay somebody off, then give Ravel that contract? And did we follow processes as far as the furlough and layoff and all of that kind of stuff?
We did follow the process. We had Labor Council involved every step of the way. Civil Service approved the plan. There is a significant savings. I believe it came out to $45,000 or $50,000 a year. Additionally, Ravel will now be on site twice a week for the entire city, rather than only available by phone.
Okay, I did see
So
that it was a
it's-
twice a week.
You know, the reason given was cost efficiency, or cost and efficiency. So they were the two reasons given. They were approved by Civil Service after following all the required notifications.
Okay.
And if I may, to help that out a little bit, we have found out, we have known for a while that we are lacking in IT, especially over in the police department. That is going to be addressed by Ravel with the
One person,
folks that
specific
are
on staff.
in here. I talked with the chief before I made the decision, because I had to sign off on this with Chief Hoffman, and he is, pleased would be the best word to use with this change.
Oh, I know we definitely needed the IT
Yeah.
support. I just wanted to make sure that
We-
the steps were.
The important thing is we have an IT person here 2 days a week, every week, and they are still on 24-hour call to us.
Yeah.
That, in my mind, that was good. That's what I had to know before I signed off on it.
Okay. I think that's all that I had. I appreciate everybody, their comments and explanations. Thank you. I think that's all I had for this. Okay. New business?
We have none, Mayor.
All right, public comment. If anybody would like to address the commission, please come to the podium, state your name, your address. Please limit those concerns to 5 minutes. Seeing nobody, we will close the public comment and go to closing comments of commissioners. Commissioner Romanek.
Nothing at this time, Mayor. Good work session. It was, this is, I remember during our first year, we had to get explained what the work session was by Vice Mayor, this is where we discuss things, because we used to have them like 2 minutes. So this is good that it took 15 minutes for the work session with just us discussing, because by law, this is where we can all discuss at once. So it's a good use of the work session for the city of Millville. That is all. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Commissioner Watson.
Nothing at this time, Madam Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Vice Mayor. Commissioner Hewitt.
Nothing. Thank you.
I think we're all set. We have no resolutions. I just need a motion